The rest of the world got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonic's Money Transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics.
Gentlemen, I am here with the team from Standard Chartered Bank, our chairman of the board, Mr. Alpha Barrow, our CEO here in Gambia, Mr. Chuks Uga, and Dayo Aderugbo, who is our head of corporate affairs, brand and marketing for West Africa. I came purposely to meet the president and to brief him in person about the developments that took place last week when Standard Chartered Bank announced its strategic decision to refocus its resources to certain markets in Africa and the Middle East, and then to sell the shares that we have in other markets where we operate in. Among those markets, you have Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Angola, and Zimbabwe. This is in Africa. And in the Middle East, we have Lebanon and Jordan. So 7 markets in total where we are selling our shares and transferring our ownership of those shares to another entity. Now, a decision like this obviously comes as a shock, which is normal. So there was a need to communicate very clearly what the decision meant. First of all, the word exiting the market created some anxiety because some people thought exiting meant winding down, closing the bank and just leaving the country. So that is not the case. Standard Chartered Bank has got shares in Standard Chartered Bank Gambia, about 75% shareholding, and 25% of the shares are owned by locals, are owned by Gambians. It is this 75% that is being sold to another investor, of course, very early at this stage to see who that investor will be, but then it is that shareholding that is being transferred. But as far as the operations of the bank are concerned, they will continue as is. In terms of the time frame, people are worried that this might be done in a matter of weeks or months. These things take time. This is not the first time that you have international banks exiting a country by selling their shares. And the process can take anywhere between 1 year, 1.5 years, up to 2 years. So in the meantime, what is important is to assure the staff, the clients, and other stakeholders that the bank will continue to operate under business as usual conditions. So Chuks here and the chairman and the local team have done a lot over the last few days to assure all the stakeholders that the bank is open for business. We will continue to operate normally until we reach the point where that strategic investor has been identified and the group has been able to sell the shares to that strategic investor. So with those few remarks, I would now open it for any questions that you may have.
Yeah, like you said, this news came as a shock to many, especially customers of Standard Chartered Bank. You said you were here to tell the president about the raising the decision and what it exactly meant. What was the response of the president after briefing him?
Well, the president obviously appreciated the fact that we came in person together with the team here to brief him. We gave him the background to the decision and gave him assurance that we want a process that is orderly, one that will lead to a good outcome for our staff, for the clients, and for other stakeholders. One point that was emphasized is that the staff of the bank, there will be no adverse impact. Nobody is losing their job. There will be no redundancy. Staff will continue to have their jobs. They will continue to get all their full benefits, all the privileges that they are currently enjoying, they will continue. When the bank is sold to a new investor, the expectation is that that investor also wants the bank to do well. And the most important asset that the bank has is the people. So I'm sure the investor will also be very keen to retain the people so that he can then work with them to grow the bank to the next level. The clients also, it's important that they are given assurance. Of course, they have come to expect very high standards from Standard Chartered Bank, the professionalism, the integrity, the good corporate governance standards that we have maintained in this country. We expect that that should also continue under new ownership.
Given the circumstances, as you have said, will the bank still continue to operate under its current name, or is it going to change into a new name? And as you said, the services as well, it's one of the most respected banks in the Gambia here. What assurances are you giving that it will still continue to maintain those standards and work as it is working now?
Okay, the process is early. As I said, the process of identifying who that new strategic investor will be has just commenced. And the process can take, like I said, anywhere between 1 year, 1.5 years, up to 2 years. At the end of the process, yes, the name of the bank will change. It will no longer be Standard Chartered Bank Gambia Limited. It will be under whatever new name the investor chooses. But just to give assurance that this is not unprecedented, I am the CEO of Standard Chartered Bank in Nigeria. But Standard Chartered Bank opened in Nigeria in 1894. And it opened in Gambia in 1894. And it opened in Sierra Leone in 1894. The same year, the Standard Chartered was opened in all of these 3 countries. Standard Chartered exited Nigeria in 1989. We left Nigeria. And the bank changed its name to First Bank of Nigeria. First Bank of Nigeria. Now, that First Bank of Nigeria is operating today and is one of the tier 1, one of the top 5 banks in Nigeria. So in terms of precedent, there has been precedents where you've exited a market and the bank has continued under new ownership, a new name, but it has continued to grow and expand. Of course, Standard Chartered Bank decided to come back to Nigeria much later as Standard Chartered, and we are there side by side. So you have First Bank, which used to be Standard Chartered, and of course you've got Standard Chartered in its current form.
Lastly, would it also have any adverse effects on the country's banking system?
We do not expect any adverse impact. We expect the new owner to continue to operate under the same regulatory framework. The Central Bank of Gambia is very much part of this process. In fact, they will give the final approval on the sale of the shares to any new investor. The expectation is that the prudential guidelines will continue to be maintained. The bank will continue to operate under that framework.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
nim tata for more million jama wala li nyim pengota coronavirus musasa sotori ngansi andin amana nyim mukelati wala nyim musulati aman sibo nyoto mo wili jama fata findu banko kan wala li nyim sasa soto andin ay faale coronavirus man jaral soto bari fanan akibar di ma mumunti ay pengo soto le